Today's topic, how women hold the power, how women can decide the 2012 election.
Women will decide the 2012
I love that.
election because women have decided every election for the past I don't know how many years. Women are the majority of voters in the United States, so really whoever wants to be president needs to be paying attention to women voters.
And it's so interesting, we don't want to get into labels, right?
No,
And
no
we don't
labels.
want to get into this sort of group they're calling the Walmart moms, but it is interesting. Women who have kids 18 years or younger who shop at Walmart at least once a month make up about 27% of all registered female voters, about 17% of the electorate. Why, it seems like people are talking, why are people talking about these women so much?
Well, again, I mean, they're the majority of voters, and they're the ones who make the majority of decisions in the household. So they buy all the things that they buy for the house, and they're really well informed. I mean, women voters always get labeled Walmart moms, soccer moms, whatever the label happens to be. And people worry that they don't make up their minds till the very end, but that's because they're paying attention and sort of synthesizing all the information. So instead of waiting until the end, when a lot of candidates try to appeal to women, they really ought to be starting at the beginning and talking to women about the issues that matter to them, because they're the ones who turn out at the polls. And
it's fascinating because, as I said, pollsters are really looking at these women. So they got these women together. 43% of these moms approve of how the president's doing, while 54% disapprove. So that's not really good for the president. But at the same time, 57% of these moms say they're hopeful about the president, compared to 42% who have completely given up on him. And I thought this was interesting. 22% of these moms blame President Bush for the country's economic problems versus the 7% who blame the president. So there's bad news here for President Obama, no question, but a little bit of good news too.
Right, and he really needs to focus on that good news aspect, because I think there was so much excitement about him among Democratic voters, among Democratic women voters in 2008. And things haven't necessarily worked out as people had hoped in terms of the economy, in terms of, for women voters, paid family leave and things like that. But I think they're waiting. They're giving him the benefit of the doubt, and they want to see if he can really pull it out and turn it around, and he needs to focus on that if he wants to win those voters.
It's an uphill climb too, because anecdotally, you hear from Democrats, Republicans, independents, women who supported the president in 2008. They said they were so excited for him and that he was going to deliver change. They don't feel like he delivered, so they're not excited and they're not sure what they're going to do in 2012. That's a huge vulnerability for the president.
It is, and I think that's why you're seeing so many people change, is what they're calling the flavor of the month among the Republican candidates, because I think people are trying the candidates on. They're sort of dating each candidate for a little while to see who fits and whether what they're saying goes along with their sensibilities. And I don't think people have decided yet, and that's why you're seeing this constant turnover in the Republican Party, which I think is good news for the president. And so if he really wants to stay in the White House, he needs to focus on that.
I never thought it before, but the president's kind of like the old boyfriend or the boyfriend, and the
Right.
Republicans are maybe the new boyfriend. Do you stick with the old or go with the new?
The old boyfriend needs to bring some chocolates and flowers.
I need to
Exactly.
wine and dine us a little bit
A little
more.
bit,
All right,
yes.
Joanne, thank you so much.
Thanks, Kelly.